A group of Stewartville residents are trying to get ahead of potential property price increases, saying it could disrupt families and even the operations of surrounding businesses. KIMT News 3's Sananda McCall is following this story and joins us live now in studio after speaking with both the owner of the property and concerned residents. So Sananda, first, where is this property?
Hey, Cami. Well, this is actually located in Stewartville, and residents of the Southern Hills community on the north end of Stewartville say their concerns began brewing after ownership of Southern Hills changed from Sun Communities Incorporated to Haven Park Communities on July 19th of this year.
I'm worried about my poor neighbors. It was supposed to be their forever home. This was the last place they were going.
Stewartville's Southern Hills Mobile Home Park residents say they are worried about the future of its nearly 450 neighbors after this email from management was sent out, indicating that the current market rent for anyone buying a Southern Hills home following the date of its new ownership would now be at an increase of just over 70% at $895, rather than the number that many have been grandfathered into at $514. And even with that number, some are just getting by.
It's always been around $25 to $40, but this one will be 74% of an increase. It's a lot easier to adjust to it in those little increments.
The ones that we're more worried about are, like disabled and on a fixed income.
The new owner of the property, Utah-based Haven Park Communities, states its mission is to provide attainable homes to its residents. However, its operations of other properties have been met with some backlash, resulting in the Facebook group Stop Haven Park, where tenants discuss their concerns and rights with an attorney in hopes to, quote, stand up against Haven Park.
We feel very stuck. We can't get out of our homes because in order for me to sell my home, I would have to sell it at such a significantly low rate so that somebody else could buy it and still afford the mortgage on it with the lot rent. I'm definitely worried that a lot of our population here is going to have to leave right away.
Haven Park Communities shared this statement with me, which reads in part, quote, Haven Park is thrilled to be a part of the Southern Hills community. We have plans to make the community even more enjoyable for residents and visitors with new landscaping, pool repairs, road and infrastructure improvements, as well as new signage that will add to the beauty and accessibility of Southern Hills. Southern Hills' community managers will soon be sharing the news about our improvement projects in a formal letter, end quote.
How about you put the money in before you start raising us out?
As far as the concern as to if rates could change during current contracts, residents are protected by law. The Minnesota Attorney General's office says manufactured home parks residents must be given a 60 days written notice of any rent increase and cannot increase rent more than twice for each home in 12 months.
We do have high hopes for Haven Park. We really do, and we pray that this is going to be a really good adjustment.
Now, I did also do some further digging, and according to the Minnesota rent control laws, as of this year, the state does not have any control laws in place that limit rent increases. Kimmy?
Sananda, thank you. The petition became available yesterday with a goal of 200 signatures. That number has been reached, and now a new goal is in place for 500 signatures. We will continue to follow this story as it develops.